Hi, Lucette. Professor Ball here. How's it going? For this paper, you're going to get a video from me offering you feedback and comments on your paper. So the first thing that I do when I open up your work, or anybody's work, is I look at MLA format. I just make sure you have your last name and page number, your name, my name, the class, and the date. Just being nitpicky here, this should be the same font as this one and the same size. And you don't need the word Monday, just July 23rd, 2018. Okay. The differences between the two countries and one island. Okay, I'm going to be leaving comments inside of this as well. So different countries usually have different cultures when their lands are separated either by the border or by the water. This story has been produced by Vox Border that has shown in the YouTube and shared to many people around the world. Johnny Harris is a cameraman who produces, verb tense, Vox Borders. He utilizes the Vox Borders to explore a story about the Dominican Republic and Haiti and how they got them to become two worlds on one island. Prep choice right there. These two countries are sharing one land, and they become very different to one another, even how they are treating each other for many years. Haiti and the Dominican Republic are located in the Caribbean islands, and the author had discovered these differences when he started his journey to explore at the other side of Haiti about how the Haitians did their living between the border-to-border market by grueling boat. I'm not sure what you mean by that. The two different countries of Haiti and the Dominican Republic have become two different worlds. I got that already. Just be careful about repeating yourself. Because of their individual history and the culture which Harris uses his knowledge, experience, and the data back in time that he has found by sharing them to inform the world through the Vox Border News. Okay, so you had the right idea. You start to introduce the subject a little bit. You tell me the website and the person. I need the title of the video as well. And this sounds like this is your thesis. He uses his knowledge, his experience, and the data. All right. Johnny Harris used his knowledge while he wanted to find about Haitians and the Dominican Republicans to their culture and the political difference. That's a bit odd. The purpose of this documentary is to inform the world about what is going on the other side to this place. That's awkward right there in the set, so look at that. He wanted to understand why these countries are having issues from each other, and while he was in Haiti, he asked himself, and he stated that, why is this line produce two totally different worlds? That sounds like a question, so you need a question mark. And then this would not be the correct in-text citation. We're not really going to worry about that in 114. And just because you only have the one source of Johnny Harris and Vox, you don't need this. He came there to find out, so as he started his journey to cross along with the Haitians, for example, he himself realized the difficulties when he was traveling with the merchant that most of them are women to go to the market to sell and buy goods. You're saying the merchant, like we already know who it is, like who is it? Who? Maybe if you said a merchant, then it's a little different. He found out, and I'm seeing some punctuation issues here. He found out the Haitians had a hard time as they arrived to the border, and to any border market that they cross and deal with the guards who stop them and mistreat them for no reason. Really, he was saying about this is because the market is a partnership between these two nations, and the Dominicans have, verb tense, the right first to set it up and get the best parts, and it is the opposite, that it should have been equally. All right, so if your point is his knowledge, or if your point is his purpose, you need your E in pi. So what that means is, why is this interesting? Why is this significant? Why is this important? You need that phrase structure. Okay, so Johnny Harris's experience was a discovery for himself while he was starting his journey at the other end of the island in Haiti at the beach village. His experience with the Haitians has been a journey in a nighttime trip with the worn. There's a difference between a and the. They're called articles. Check the Purdue Owl for that. But with a worn wood grueling boat to the border, as the merchant, I still don't know who the merchant is, has been doing this for decades of making a twice per week journey across the border. Okay, so I'm looking for a point here. Oh, this is important. You're telling me this is important, but really what your point would be, hold on, what did you say in your thesis? Knowledge experience. Okay. The point is, it was his experience. His experience is important because his experience. That is the E in pi right there. Oops. Okay, continuing on. Okay. Harris investigated this issue to find out why this happened. Why this happened. He also used verb tense the data he discovered and showed what has happened back in time while the island was owned by France and Spain, or by the French and the Spanish. The Dominican Republic and Haiti have been, verb tense, long ago colonized by both France and Spain in the early 1800s. In this story, he has mentioned about the explorer that discovered Christopher Columbus. The explorer didn't discover himself. You're talking about the explorer, Christopher Columbus, that first set a colony back around 1490. Harris has explained about why this is continuing until now. According to him, that there are a few things that explain on how this island produced two very different countries. You don't need that. When the island was split into two, they named each the same name: San Domingo for Spanish and Saint Domingue for France. For example, after splitting up, and when France fought the Spanish War, France had differences in production that had destroyed Haiti and its land with harsh treatments of the abused slaves. They had brought, which was the opposite for Spain, with a sustainable economy and political system. This story is important because it not only ruined Haitians for generations, but also their economy with the story that happened centuries ago. Probably period here, Lucette. A history of racism. France left to them. The racism of becoming the first black republic that still continues, and the debt of economy assets for 30 years they paid back to France that had destroyed them, and to citizenships they deal today from the story back in 1929. Okay, I'm not sure what you're trying to say here. It's a run-on as well, so take a look at that. Okay, while Harris investigated the story of this island, he spoke to the Haitians native to something. I'm not sure, native to driver? Dominican Republics to make his founding stronger about their two stories, plural. Okay, so you've talked a little bit about knowledge, experience, and data. Okay, continuing on. The Dominican Republic and Haiti have been owned by two Europeans. Okay. The Dominican Republic and Haiti have once been owned by two European countries long ago. Today, Haitians still suffer and experience the mistreatment with their everyday lives that has resulted in racist violence as the rules in the Dominican Republic keep changing over time, since 2010 to recently. Johnny Harris has captured the images, video with the both sides along the border. Okay, Johnny Harris has captured the images and video with both sides along the border and what did happen to lead the two nations to have opposite lives. They continue to live their lives across the border by grueling boat and deal with the government of the Dominican Republic. Okay, one thing that I'm not seeing is you are missing the research. It's in the prompts, and I mentioned it in the video and in an announcement. You would need to look and see what other people are saying about this issue about Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Let me make sure this is still taping. Good, we are. Okay. Works cited page. Oh, I'm sorry. What is this? Oh, I see. This needs to be part of your essay, Lucette. This needs to be part of your essay. So this would go before your conclusion. Oh, there's your research. Okay, let me delete this. Okay. So, the Dominican Republic and Haiti have had issues long ago, and today they're still dealing with it. In this magazine, which, because you don't tell me the name of it, author Pfizer Ezra, Can Haiti, so with titles, it's italics and quotation marks. For this would just be quotation marks. In the article, the country has been dealing with a lot, starting from ancient history that today it is leading to citizenship rules and problems which go back to the story 1929. All right, Lucette, I'm having trouble understanding what you're trying to say. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to bring in the article, but I'm not really clear on how it connects to the video. They also deal with trades. The both sides should cooperate along with the citizenship. Bernardo Vega is a historian and economist who has served as ambassador in the U.S., and he has discussed the rules about the citizenship issues, as he quoted that the ruling has really hurt the relationship between Haiti and the Dominican Republic. Okay, you don't need this. The discussion may change the ruling, as he mentioned, because the countries that share an island has been hurt, especially the other part in Haiti. This article is connected to the Vox Borders video YouTube. Good. The video talked about the general problem and how the story that made and divided them into two different nations, from market to citizenship, in the racist world they have to endure. Okay, so you have the right idea here. This goes, though, before this. And here you mention images and video, but that's not what you really talk about. You talk about his investigation, you talk about his experience, and you talk about his knowledge. So be careful about new information here. It needs to be brought up in the beginning. Okay, so let's look at your works cited page. Almost. Harris, Johnny. Quotation marks for this. Italics for this. I don't think Lululemon did it, so maybe it would just be Johnny Harris. This would be in italics. Good. And then a period here. So you have the right idea, Lucette, but the problem is there's some sentence level issues in terms of verb tense or word choice and sentence structure that weakens your essay. So you have a few things to choose from to work on for your error log and to kind of help you for paper number 4. So let me know if you have any questions. All right? Thanks.